Moms and dads, don't be bashful. On my sheet, I said OFA hockey senior night, but it's actually morning. The COVID year never forgotten, 2020. I'd like to welcome senior London Jackson and his parents, Robert and Kelly. I'd like to welcome senior Carson LaRose and parents Kara Wright and Michael LaRose. Keegan Sias and parents Aaron and Shauna Charlton and dad Dan Polniak. Just gonna read a little bit about, just a short little blurb. If I could just have a moment of your time, just so I can say a few things to everybody before you do the picture. Before you do the picture, you guys want to turn around, please? Turn around for a minute, please. I just have something short I want to read to you. Okay? 2021. The COVID year never forgotten. Senior London Jackson, parents Robert and Kelly. London decided to come out this year. The coaches and players were happy to have London. The first week or two, we did not have a goalie because of COVID and clearance issues. But London was there every day, never late, and always willing to work hard. Thank you, London. Coach Frederick, Coach Morley, Coach Howard. And P.S., I think he had some fun along the way. Senior Carson LaRose, parents Kara Wright and Michael LaRose. Captain, as a coach would say, he skates like a race car. Carson was instrumental in the team's sectional championship last year. He led the team in goals scored, and we always knew sooner or later he would break free from opponents. Senior Keegan Sias, parents Aaron and Shauna Charlton, and dad Dan Polniak. Keegan, captain, played every position and every special team for us, and he did it well. He was the main guy for communication to the rest of the team for me. He was instrumental in the sectional championship last year. Both Keegan and Carson are part of 4 OFA hockey teams to ever win a sectional playoff championship in the last 50 years. They were also part of a 10-game winning streak that lasted from December to mid-February last year. I want you two, especially all 3 of you, to cherish those great memories, especially the 4 overtimes, 2 shootout playoff game versus San Maria at the Dome, where the house was rocking, and the championship game at Shield Arena last year. Lastly, I'd like to thank the parents and the grandparents for their support of the OFA hockey team and its endeavors during their careers. You have raised well-rounded young men who will be very successful in life. Carson, Keegan, and London, you will remain a part of the extended OFA hockey team forever. Thanks for your hard work, dedication, contributions. Coach Frederick, Coach Morley, and Coach Howard. Thank you. Miss you and love you.
come in a little soft here tonight. And I got to tell you something right here. I would be taught, if I were the Potsdam High School head coach, this is what I'd be telling them. Look at, these guys beat you through about a period and a half, but you got better as that game progressed, and you kind of equaled it out. Now, at the end, they scored that flurry of 2 or 3 goals, but listen, build off of that. That's the key for the Potsdam Sandstoners here in this more early morning contest. And now your Blue Devils, as you see them down there, they're huddled around their arena.
And your OFA Blue Devils.
And the Sandstoners down in the right end, your Blue Devils in their white socks, thin blue stripes, bright blue pants. They got the white jerseys, blue numbers on the back, and the white helmets. The Sandstoners, the navy blue socks, the orange and white stripes up on the dark blue pants, the blue and orange jerseys, the orange numbers on the back, and the navy blue helmets. And we're going to have the starting lineup brought to you by Northern Physical Therapy. My daughter, legit, knee surgery up, Lake Placid Sports Medicine, came back to do her rehab at Northern Physical Therapy. Loved going there. The nice thing about there is that when you go there, you get free gym membership while you're there and for 30 days after you're even done. So not a bad day going on there and celebrating 25 years. Are your Blue Devils going to be fired up, knowing they don't have many games left, knowing that some of their parents are here to be able to watch them on senior day and take care of business?
Between the Sandstoners of Potsdam
and in a second, we're going to get to the starting lineup for both teams. The OFA Blue Devils.
And Augsburg Free Academy promotes good
head coached over there by John Frederick.
And the abusive language
in
or
Matt
action
Morley
used
and
towards
assistant
players,
coach in Mr.
coaches,
Howard.
officials, or fans of opposing teams will not be tolerated and are grounds for
being
removal.
a liaison here
Now
across
for the starting lineups.
the rink.
First,
And now we're finally going to get to the starting lineup here with the Potsdam Sandstoners.
At defense,
Just in case you
number
join
2,
me, Christopher
Brody
Spicer bringing the
Hughes.
play-by-play of boys high school hockey this morning. And
At
Hughes
defense,
will be the
number
first
9,
one
Dion
to come out here
Ingersoll.
for the Potsdam Sandstoners. Right now, Ingersoll, those are the 2 D.
Tyler Berkman.
Freshman Berkman, he's young, but he's good. He's got some sweet moves. He's got a couple goals for the Sandstoners. Duffy now, the next one here. 15, another freshman.
Lucas Cruikshank.
And Cruikshank. So you look at this starting lineup tonight for the Sandstoners this morning, excuse me, but 3 freshmen out there on forward. And now Rosler, an 8th grade goalie here.
At defense,
Comes out
a
to the
junior,
blue line.
number 2,
And now
Derek
your OFA
Pop.
Blue Devils, they're going to send number 2 in the program.
defense,
Derek
a
Barr
junior,
taps his
number 9,
tender, heads out
Caleb
to the blue
Spears.
line. Caleb Spears. I'll tell you what, this is a good defensive unit here for the OFA Blue Devils. They got a lot of good players back there, and now that line that goes chug, 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 chug throughout the season so far. It generates a lot. Holden Woods comes out. Now senior Carson LaRose.
Number 11,
And now
Keegan
senior
Sias.
Keegan Sias.
And in goal for the Blue Devils, a senior, number 1,
And now
London
London
Jackson.
Jackson will come out. I'll tell you what, London
Ladies and
Jackson
gentlemen,
did a
would you
great
please
job
rise?
in that first game against the Norfolk Flyers. He stopped a flurry of shots earlier to keep the Blue Devils up and in the league. What do we have
Oh,
next?
say, can
Let's
you
hear it.
see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night
back. I'll tell you what, not often do we stay for the national anthem, but we did this time around, and it was well worth it. I get goosebumps when I think about the seasons it's been for kids and their chances. And now you can hear Ole blaring. Why not? Get up, get out, spin around a little bit. Are you ready? Come on, let's have some fun here. Ole, ole, ole. If you love the game of hockey, this song is in your soul. And now your Blue Devils, can they get ready to rock and roll? I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll with you on a Saturday morning. Like I said, move over, Starbucks. Take a back seat, Duncan, because this morning you're running on the spice in the AV department from Ogdensburg Free Academy. Your Blue Devils going to be chugging left to right, trying to score down the right end. The Sandstoners going to be going right to left, trying to score in the left end. Sias will take the draw. That center ice goes over to the right side of the ice. Woods trying to get there. Gets the puck for a second along the boards. He's tied up. Sias comes in trying to poke check it away. Big hit by Spears. Knocks the Sandstoner player down early. Barr takes the puck. Wings it over. LaRose comes down in the corner to help pick it up. Now he's trying to spin. Get out of the body check. Sandstoner, center one out front. Woods was there. Good job covering out in front. He tries to wheel and deal up the right side of the ice. Good forecheck by the Sandstoners. They keep the puck in. Barr settles it. And that's tipped down into the end. A good change by the Blue Devils. 38 seconds. That's smart hockey. 45 to 50 gives you the ability to go up and down the ice as hard as you can a couple times. Potsdam will send it deep. Nifty move by McDonald. Loses feeding in the corner, but gets back up. Passes over to the right side of the ice to Spears. He tried to break it out. And up ahead to Mills. They couldn't quite get it going. They're going to try it again here. A little rickety early are your Blue Devils in their own zone. The Sandstoners, can they take advantage? Sandstoners down in that right corner. Body checked off the puck by Spears. And now Mills over there. He's knocked down, and we're going to have our first Carlisle Law Firm power play. And that's a nice by your OFA Blue Devils. And the officials going to be on top of things here this afternoon. And level in the corner, knocking one of the Blue Devil players down, 15:35 to go in this first period. We're just a buck and a half in. Going to the box here is the junior Morley for the Sandstoners. Working hard for hard-working people. The Carlisle Law Firm. Blue Devils going to be trying to working hard for an early goal on this power play. LaRose down there in the corner with the backhand pass to Woods. Woods now, no look pass, but the Sandstoners are there. They're able to chip it down the ice. Jackson will skate out a couple strides, pass over to the right, and then all of a sudden Potsdam comes in and snares it into the net. And like I said, just in all general, I just think it's the way the Blue Devils have started here in the opening minute and 30, 40 seconds here, is that they're just, in their offensive zone, they're rickety. From the forwards to the defense to the tender, they're just not ready to play in the opening minute here, and they just cost them there. And the Blue Devils now trail 1-0 here. And let's see if that'll wake them up here on this Saturday morning. LaRose up ahead to Sias. Sias now passes over to McDonald. He'll send it in, wrap it all the way behind the net to the boards. The LaRose is there. Goes off his skate, trying to chase it down. Watch out, as we got a puck. There is no netting here. And from camera view, that might have looked like it was coming right at you for a second. Be careful at home tonight. Buckle up. I keep saying tonight. I think this is the earliest game. I remember doing some Final Fours and state playoff games at like maybe going on for pregame at 9:30. So 9:15 the earliest. And now Blue Devils have a chance. Spears, top left circle, lets it go. Blocked by the Sandstoners. He goes down into the corner. Now they work it through the Blue Devils. They try to center it out front. Bounces back left point. Spears keeps it in. Bangs it down in the corner. Second unit out there. And the goalie went to cover it, an early whistle as it squirted out of his glove here. 14 minutes, 43 seconds to go in this first period. the Potsdam Sandstoners with the early 1-0 lead on the Howland Pump Supply scoreboard, a short-handed goal. There's a 1:08 on the power play. Again, boys high school hockey, the rules have changed. There's 17-minute periods now, and the penalties are 2 minutes. Potsdam wins the draw, sends it the length of the ice. McDonald will pick it up from behind the net. Shades off one of the Sandstoner players. Now picks it back up. He's on the rush up the ice, over the blue line, down into the right circle, into the corner. Backhands it back to Mills at the right point. Backhands it back to him. Out of that circle, way over to the left side. Blue Devils, rickety here. It comes outside the blue line, tipped away from Barr. He's going to have to retreat back to his zone with 30 seconds. Now that first unit will come out. Barr's going to make a little rush up the ice here. He is back checked by the Sandstoners. They keep it at center ice. Now Barr gets it back. He'll send it deep. 19 on the power play here. And excuse me, not that first unit. They're going to send the third unit out right now here. Are the OFA Blue Devils. Gunnar McClellan, it looks like, with Irvin and Woods. And the power play is over. The OFA Blue Devils cannot take advantage. In fact, the Sandstoners take advantage, and now another turnover by the Blue Devils in their own zone. They got to wake up, because right now Potsdam wants this game more. The forechecking of the Potsdam Sandstoners is much more hardened. And now they get it to Irvin. Irvin with the wheels. Over the blue line, battling in the corner, doing a good job. Woods comes in to support. Helps him out, picks up the puck. Woods goes behind the net, looking for the backhands. Going to go back to the right point. Here comes a shot, and a bullet right into the chest of the Butterfly goalie Rosler. Gabe Clark got the shot. Like I said, a lot of these guys scoring their first varsity goals the last game, like Clark, like McClellan. And immediately that third unit comes out and they make an impact as they got the puck deep, got it shot to the net here. Now Woods will take it to the left of Rosler. Won by the Devils. The Rose has it back to him. Rosler made the save, sliding left to right, centers it back out front. It's in the right circle. Spears, shot, goes wide left. Bounces all the way to the left point. Great job coming in right there by Wirth, the sophomore. He came in with the backhand. Now we have the whistle, but keeping the puck in the zone for what we thought. Now it comes outside. We'll have the face-off outside the blue line with 12 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Sias will take it for the Blue Devils. Wirth and Spears on the point here for OFA. Draw one by the Blue Devils, and with that speed, LaRose chases the puck down first in the corner, but knocked off the puck. And then a nice body by Sias, give away, and here come the Sandstoners. Over the blue line, left circle, drop pass, backhand, big blocker save made, rebound save made, and those were key saves right there made by Jackson after the giveaway in early here in this first period on the power play. The Blue Devils needed him to make those saves. He came up with a big blocker save, and then Potsdam frothing at the mouth. Opportunities with the rebound, and it covers it up to keep it 1-0. Garvey will take the draw now here for the Blue Devils. To the left of Jackson. Wins the draw back in the corner. Sandstoners again, an amazing job on the forecheck here in this game early this morning. Center one out front, nobody home. Right point shot. Save made by Jackson. Puck scramble out front. Blue Devils clear. And some big saves made by the senior to keep him in it early here. As the Blue Devils try to find their footing a little bit. And now with 12:02 to go in the period, Potsdam the 1-0 lead. Puck in near the left corner. On the floor check is Mills. Goes all the way around behind the net. Out to the right point, a backhander. Blue Devils try to center one out front. It's there for the taking. They can't get to it. It's in the slot area. Back to the right point. McDonald, a snapper, and it was great. Good wrist there. Just went wide right. Now they center one out front, and a goal! A beautiful play by Mills. It was in his feet, and he kicked it from his feet to his stick and put it 5-hole on the ice. And with 11:34 to go, Mills, I believe unofficially, the sophomore's third goal this season, And a big one there to get the Blue Devils maybe back on track. A very
Blue Devil goal
inconspicuous start.
scored by number 4, Jack Mills.
And the
Assist to
giving
number
credit
13, Cooper Garvey.
Cooper Garvey, a
4
beautiful
13.
feed out to Mills out in front of net. Now a giveaway. Potsdam stop. And Jackson comes through again down in the butterfly. Keeps it wrapped up in the pads. So now multiple times the Sandstoners this morning have had chances to take a 2-0 lead or now a chance to take a 2-1 lead. Jackson's made the saves he's needed to. And now out to the point. Snapper wide right. Bounces in the corner. Irvin comes in, plays it back to his D. Good play there. And Blue Devils trying to keep turning the puck over. Puck in the high slot area for taking. Blue Devils clear. Backhand to McClellan. 3-on-2 rush with McDonald. McClellan over to the slot. And McDonald had it, but he was kind of the side of the net and behind it. Now in the corner, centers one out front. Bounces back to the right point. Slap shot. Left pad save made by Rosler. Puck along the side of the boards. McClellan, nice body check there to take his player down. Irvin comes over to support. Woods will send it to the net from the right point. Rosler says, ruh-roh, Shaggy, I better cover this up. Give my team a break. So tide's starting to change a little bit here at the Lockwood Arena as the last couple shifts, again, great job by the second unit, and already, and including their first shift, that third unit tonight, doing a great job. And now Woods gets ready, wins the draw of the rose, quick wrister, wide left, will bounce from the corner all the way back to the blue line and all the way back to the Blue Devil blue line. Skating out front now, Spears to the corner. He's body checked off the puck again. The forecheck of the Sandstoners phenomenal here in the opening 6.5 minutes in this first period. Blue Devils just having trouble clearing the zone here. Blue Devils go up the right side of the boards at center ice. Puck taken away. Here come the Sandstoners. Sandstoners got a chance. Shot off the post and into the back of the net. It crawled over the line 6 inches. And just honestly a breakdown from the neutral zone by the OFA Blue Devils. And they are not playing their game. It first broke down in the neutral zone and then defensively. And then a nice shot by the Sandstoners off the post behind the back of Jackson, and it drops just past the line several inches here. And the Sandstoners have said, hey, look it. You beat us 11-3. You think we're coming here today? And number 3, we talked about him, Berkman. He got the goal for the Sandstoners, assisted by Duffy, 2-1. But again, it wasn't just the 7 or 8-2 game that you thought it might be. It ended up being 11-3. A game that the Sandstoners progressively got better in as the hockey game went, even though they surrendered a ton of goals late. They're coming here today saying, we're looking for our first win. We're going to work our you-know-what off, and we're going to try to catch you off guard. And so far, that's what they have done here. It is 2-1. And now, again, the Blue Devils in their own zone, having a little trouble. Barr going to get it out this time, sends it to the Potsdam blue line. Potsdam picks it up. Try to clear it in the neutral zone. Picking it up are your Blue Devils. Chase Jacobs backhands it into Potsdam's blue line, put right back out. He gets it back, dumps it deep. Blue Devils are going to change. 9:36 to go. Potsdam of Sandstoners up the right side of the ice. Body check by McDonald. He passes over to the left to Barr. He tried to go across the rink, intercepted by the Sandstoners. The Blue Devils are just collectively not making good passes here. Now they get to McClellan. He's wheeling and dealing in the bottom right circle. Plays a pass out front. Irvin's there trying to get his stick on it. Woods comes crashing in. And Rosler says, nuh-uh, honey. He covers it up. And that'll stop the clock with 9:13 to go. An inconspicuous 2-1 Potsdam lead. We'll visit a great sponsor. Be back next year on the North Country Sports Authority, ESPN Radio, 1400 AM. pressure here for the OFA Blue Devils. Just in case you're joining me, first period brought to you by Community Health Center of the North Country and the St. Lawrence County Industrial Development Agency. It is your OFA Blue Devils playing host to the Potsdam Sandstoners this Saturday morning. There's 8:23 to go in this first period. The Potsdam Sandstoners struck early, short-handed goal to take a 1-0 lead. The Blue Devils answered as they got one from Jack Mills, assisted by Garvey, to make it 1-1, but then the Sandstoners came back shortly after, and they got another. Berkman, freshman, to take a 2-1 lead, and that's where we stand. Blue Devils center one out front. So close, but yet so far away here. Blue Devils will retreat to their own end. Barr will pick it up. Passes up the left side of the boards, off the stick of the Blue Devils. Coming back is Woods. He picks it up. Has a little bit of trouble for a second. Now we'll get over to McDonald. He passes to Woods. Now the Blue Devils on the run over the blue line. Woods in the right circle. Backhand pass down LaRose. Trickles it out front. Sias coming in. Got some wood on it. Not all he wanted to. And Rosler down making the save here. Again, it's like somebody just voodooed the Blue Devils around their own blue line here in this contest. Been some tough going with their passing and breaking it up the ice. Once they get going up the ice, they're doing all right. And now Blue Devils surrender the draw to the Sandstoners. Sandstoners at the blue line here. Right circle, takes a shot. Good blocker save made by Jackson. And now at the left point, kept in by the Sandstoners. Potsdam down the corner, tries to center it out front. They get a shot. Save made by Jackson. It bounces after a pass back to left point. Skated in, shoot it from the left circle, and down in the butterfly. Jackson, the senior, making the save here. And I'll be honest with you, if I was a coach, yes, I know it's only been a 3 to 4 week season, but I would not be happy right now if I'm on the bench of the OFA Blue Devils. These boys did not come prepared and woken up to play this game. Now that doesn't mean that they're not going to wake up and start getting going here, but they got to feel it pretty soon. And now Spears over the blue line. Great body check by Size to come give support. And let's see here. We have a penalty called on your OFA Blue Devils. And I think that's going to be Sias going to the box. So the Potsdam Sandstoners, with the way the momentum has gone for them here in this game, will have 2 minutes to get an
11,
absolutely
Sias.
potential huge power play goal. Sias goes to the box. Face off to the right of Jackson, won by the Blue Devils, sent the length of the ice. A slap shot by Spears. Goes all the way down. Potsdam will sit behind their net. They'll break up from the right side of their ice. Now a pass over to Berkman. He's got the wheels. He gets it over the Blue Devil blue line quickly down into the corner. Skates behind the net. Now looking. Who's he going to give it to? Passes over to the left point. Left point now. Back to the middle. Great. Blue Devils almost had a break. They give it to Berkman. He thought about the one-timer. Couldn't pull the trigger. Berkman now at the blue line. The light wrister. It's out front. Scramble. Off of Potsdam. They're trying to swat at. Blue Devils trying to clear behind the net. Blue Devils bang it. And kept in at the left point. Sent into the right corner by the Sandstoners. Spears doing some hard work down there. And he's able to clear. And now Woods and LaRose will change up. It looks like Garvey and Mills will come out. Barr and McDonald on the point. 5:33 to go here in this first period. Potsdam the 2-1 lead. Good job by Mills, playing a good game, knocking the puck away from two players, playing the body. And now McDonald will pick the puck up. It's a 2-on-1 if he can get the puck. Right circle, backhand to Mills. He got it to the net. He scores! Oh, Mills with 2 goals. I believe his 4th on the season. How he got a piece of that, I'm not quite sure. But the Blue Devils, Mills, his 2nd goal of the contest. It's 2-2. The assist going to McDonald. And the Blue Devils still short-handed. What are the chances of having two first period short-handed goals scored by each team? But that is the case. And when you didn't expect it, the Blue Devils bounce back 2-2 here. 4:58 to go. Potsdam will send it deep. 17 seconds, Blue Devils short-handed. McDonald launches it to center ice. Knocked down there by Green. Green, another freshman. Over the blue line. Green in the slot. Passes lower net. Shot up and in the netting. High above the net. Jackson had that top corner covered. Nowhere to go except up in the netting. Trying for the field goal. 3 seconds left here on the Potsdam power play. 4:40 to go in the period. Face-off will be outside the blue line. Sias will be coming out of the box quick here. Woods and Irvin out there up front for the Blue Devils. Word on the point to Spears. Comes out of the box. McClellan comes in. Backhand pass up to Woods. Here they come. They're going to dump it down deep. Irvin, first there for the Blue Devils in the corner. Just couldn't quite get the puck and make the pass. Potsdam comes up the ice with it. Spears at his own blue line, bangs it back up the boards. McClellan kicks it from his feet, gets it over to Irvin, over the blue line. Irvin into the circle, backhand pass to Woods, knocked away. McClellan had it for a second, knocked away. Shot by Work, blocked by the Sandstoners. Spears back first for your OFA Blue Devils. Starts to wheel it up the ice. Now loses the puck here. Tipped away though by Woods. Potsdam being tenacious comes up with it here. And now it's center ice. They pick it up. Berkman over the blue line, trying to make the nifty move around Work. Loses the puck down the corner. Work doing a great job. Plays it up the boards. And they're able to make a pass over McClellan across ice. He couldn't get it in the blue line. Here come the Sandstoners. 2-on-2. Blue Devils are making a change. A shot tipped off the stick of Work up over the net. Now Sias comes in. He has the puck knocked away. Potsdam low, trying to get a puck to the net. Jackson was there to make the save. And again, the Blue Devils having a tough time in their own zone, getting the puck out. Potsdam doing a great job on the forecheck. 3:14 to go, 2-2 your score. Blue Devils get it out, but Potsdam picks it up their blue line. They go D to D. Right side over to the left here. Now backhand pass up the boards. Picking it up for the Sandstoners. They try to center one in the slot. Sias coming back, interrupted it for a second. Now they try to play another one out in front of the slot. Bounces all the way back to the right point. I think it's Hughes coming in. Makes a nice play and got a backhand towards the net. It goes down in the corner. Again, Hughes, another freshman. This is a very young Potsdam team. 2 years, watch out. And now Woods picks up the puck, using the wheels on the breakaway. Had the puck knocked away. LaRose was there, got it to the net. And the save made by Rosler here with 2:33 to go in this first period. 2-2 your score. A face-off will be taken to the right of Rosler. Sias will take the draw over on the left side and wait maybe for that one-timer or go to the net is LaRose. The draw picked up by LaRose, goes to the net, and the puck knocked away. Into the corner, goes back to the left point. Sent to the net hard. Blocked, second attempt, blocked. Rebound, Woods, save made, and trying to put it in was LaRose. Looked like he was hooked a little bit, but not enough. Now with a weird bounce, gets the puck as it bounced behind the net to him on the right side. He took a backhander and went wide, and eventually Potsdam able to clear it the length of the ice here. Icing will be the call. Mark out there and Spears at the point. Right now, the unit of Mills, Garvey, and Laughlin O'Donnell out there. And they get it right to the net on the draw. The Blue Devils have been very successful on the draws and getting the puck to the net. They do a good job there. Mills is on fire here in this first period. He's got 2 goals. He'll take the draw for the Blue Devils. He'll play it toward the net. It bounces behind the net here. Potsdam will backhand it up. Kept in at the right point. Toward the net. Opportunity. Mills almost had a third one in the backhand. Somehow it didn't go into the back of the net. Good job by this unit right now. It goes back to the left point. Clark, low on the ice, hit the outside left post. Good shot there. He gets it back. What's he going to do this time? Over to the right to Spears. Wrister. Glove down with the left-hand glove by Rosler. And an excellent shift right there by the second unit for the OFA Blue Devils. You just have a feeling they're going to get some more points here this morning. With $1:35 to go in the period. If you're Potsdam right now, that momentum was all in your favor. It started to switch to the Blue Devils a little bit. You can ill afford to give up a goal with $1:35 to go. Face off won by the Sandstoners. They're coming up the right side of the boards, but kept in nicely by Barr. Sends it behind the net. LaRose in on the floor check. Potsdam, though, comes up the right side of the boards, outside the blue line to center ice. Over the Blue Devil blue line. Barr stepping up, puck in the slot. Potsdam trying to get a shot. They couldn't get the wood on it. Still in the slot, bouncing around. Sias settles it, passes it out. LaRose with the wheels. Now he's down in the corner. Hughes guards him well, ticks the puck away. Great job by Hughes. Plays it up the right side of the board.
In the first period.
If I'm thinking right, and now the Blue Devils called with offsides here with 55.3. Is there a penalty called here? It looks like there's a penalty. No penalty. Offside's the call here. 5-on-5. Now that second unit will come right back out with Garvey and Mills, but this time Jacobs. And now Blue Devils immediately, Jacobs in the bottom of the circle, trying to get to the net, has the puck knocked away. Potsdam trying to clear, having trouble. Now they got a little bit of space. Play it out. Kept in though, just at the blue line by Spears. He gets it down in the left corner. Garvey down there, backhands it behind the net. Jacobs on the run for it. Knocks the guy and keeps the puck away, but it's support from Potsdam. They're able to clear. They went for the home run pass and a backhand. Nice one by Spears. Potsdam could have had a breakaway. 20 seconds to go. Blue Devils, Mills has the puck down in the right corner, shielding off the bodies well here. What's he going to do? 13 seconds. Fancy stick moves through 3 guys. Scores! That is probably, no doubt, the St. Lawrence Federal Credit Union play of the first period. He stick handled through 3, and then he dilly-dallied her into the top left corner. I told you this unit was on fire. He is on fuego. 3-2. And scores with 9.7 seconds left.
Score number 4, Jack Mills.
The natural hat trick
10, Chase Jacobs.
for Jack
4,
Mills
10.
in the opening period. As time will expire, I'd like to know the last time an OFA Blue Devil hockey player had a natural hat trick in the first period of a game. Wow, where's Doc Shea when you need him? He's over there, baby, on the other side, taking the pictures. You might be able to see him. He's all masked up, just like we are and everybody else. We got a lot to talk about, because that was a crazy, strange, yet fun first period of action here. Next, we'll be back on the North Country Sports Authority, ESPN Radio, 1400 AM. successful. Visit slciva.com. Your Blue Devils with a little AC/DC beating in the background before we start. Going to be skating right to left, trying to score in the left end. Sandstoners, they're going to be skating left to right, trying to score in the right end. Blue Devils off the draw early. Sias in the right circle. Rister, save me. Puck in the corner. Woods comes over, trying to use the feet. Potsdam comes up with it. Sends a pass over to left. Potsdam will send it deep. It'll go behind the net into the opposite corner. Potsdam picks it up. Tipped it toward the corner. Blue Devils can't clear here. Spears knocks his man off the puck. Barr comes over, wraps around the boards. Back to the right point. They can't keep it in. They send it back in, but Potsdam offsides had a tag up. Blue Devils take the puck. Sias in the right circle has the puck knocked away. Potsdam now trying to clear. They knock it back to your Blue Devil defense. Barr will pick it up, skate out in front of his own net, send a nice hard crisp pass. One time, Moreau's got it, then to Holden Woods. Woods had the puck tipped away into the right corner, left it for somebody, nobody home. And like I said, better get out the Scoopy snacks a little bit here for the Blue Devils, as they're not quite woken up here on this Saturday morning. Now McDonald will get it up to Mills. It floats through his stick, the length of the ice. Nobody touched her. Icing will be the call here. Stop the clock with 15 minutes, 52 seconds to go here. Face-off will be to the right of Jackson. Face-off won back by the Blue Devils, Garvey. Coming over and helping out the defense, the defense, Clark. Blue Devils send it the length of the ice. Icing will be the call. So right now, Mills out there with Garvey and Jacobs. Did they ever do some damage in that first period? Mills with the first period natural hat trick. Face off to the right of Jackson. Blue Devils win the draw. Over to the right side of the ice, and up the ice with it is McDonald. McDonald in the right circle, going low. Going to try to center it out front, nobody home. Blue Devils, Jacobs keeps it down low for your OFA Blue Devils. Potsdam trying to bang it out up the right side of the boards. Got a little bit of space. Bring it over to the middle of the ice. Bang it off the left side of the boards. Back to your Blue Devil D. D to D goes McDonald to the left side to Clark. He'll skate it up the ice over the blue line. He'll dump it down in the corner. Keep his charge going. Garvey comes down. Centers it out front. Potsdam knocked it away. They clear it the length of the ice. Icing will be the call here. And stop the clock with 15 minutes and 2 seconds to go. And now the Blue Devils, Irvin McClellan. Up the ice, dump it down low. Bounces out front. Blue Devils able to clear. Back to center ice. Tricky bounce out of the corner. And now Hughes fires one from just over the red line. High, wide left. But Potsdam has it deep. Back to the right point. Hughes gets ready to take it. Snapper down in the butterfly in the right position. Jackson makes the save in the chest and will hold it. 14 minutes, 36 seconds to go. I'm not sure, and I'm going to go off on a little tangent here for a second, but Mark, if that was you the other night in Pine Street Arena, I couldn't see because of the darkness coming out of the rink, and with my mask on, if that was you talking to me in the parking lot, and by chance you're listening today, I'm sorry, I'm like trying to think, who is this? I wasn't sure who it was, then in hindsight, thinking maybe it was you. Well, I'm thinking right, that's your son on a point for the Potsdam Sandstone. Oh, that could have been wasted breath of a guy you don't know, Mark, ain't losing it. 14 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Potsdam will bring it up the ice here. And now they get it over the blue line and dump it deep on the Blue Devils. Barr will pick it up here for OFA. He went to swing it, lost control of it, picks it back up. Now we'll skate up the left side of the ice. The backhand pass up to the road. Blue Devils on the charge in. 13 minutes, 44 seconds to go in this period. Blue Devils have it. Kick it toward the slot area. Potsdam trying to clear and do. Potsdam on a 2-on-1. Berkman centers it. Oh, they couldn't keep the puck on the stick or they would have had a breakaway on Jackson into the slot. And now McDonald brings it up left of his goal. He passes way over the right side. Picking it up here is Woods. Woods over the blue line in the right circle, holding over to the left circle to LaRose. LaRose turns around, fires a shot. Save made. Sayas trying to play it out front. Rebound, there it is! And 3 consecutive saves made by Rosler. LaRose whacked at it. Holden Woods whacked at it. And the 8th grader playing good too for the Potsdam Sandstoners. 13 minutes, 10 ticks to go here in the second period. We're originally going to be going to Motown doing a doubleheader after this for boys basketball. They were going to take on the Governor Wildcats, but the Wildcats varsity boys basketball team suffered implications from COVID-19, so that game was canceled. So we just got this, and then we'll rejuvenate for next week. And so far on the schedule for next week, Thursday and Friday. And then a couple games the following week. We'll catch up with them Motown Green Rockets against Hammond on like the 30th or something like that. And now from the left point, McDonald, the wrister. The save made by Rosler. Blue Devils, good shift here, keeping it low. Bunch punches up front. Shot, Mills. 2 shots, 2 saves. He was looking number 4 in the program for number 4 on the night. And now, bottom right circle. Jacobs got a wrister to the net. Rosler covering. Standing, blocking that side of the net. Has the save here. So clock will stop with 12 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Your Blue Devils 3, the Sandstoners 2. We'll take a quick break and be back next here on the North Country Sports Authority, ESPN Radio, 1400 AM. The head coach Fredericks, a young unit in McClellan, Nate Woods, and Urban. They continue to do a solid job throughout this game. Puck bounces back to the left point. Barr has it. Gives it to Urban. He backhands it toward the net. And Rosler comes out, goes down on his pads, puts the glove on top of it. That'll be a face-off to the right of Rosler. Excellent shift again by that 3rd unit tonight, or this morning. And now Sayas out there, Holden Woods and Carson LaRose. They're looking to get things going a little bit here. Face-off in the circle, LaRose picks it up, centers it out front. Woods trying to get it, couldn't, bounces back to the right point. McDonald sends it deep behind the net. LaRose tries to one-time pass it out front. Knocked back into the corner. Now back to the right point. McDonald knocks it down, plays it to net, tipped by LaRose and into the back of the net. I was saying they're looking to get things going, and they did there. As LaRose got the goal, his 3rd on the season unofficially. 4-2 OFA. The assist going to Landon McDonald. So he's got 2 assists in this game, does McDonald.
Carson LaRose, assist.
And the face-off will go to center ice.
McDonald, 3 from 27.
And well, we'll see what the Potsdam Sandstoners do. They have a chance, I think, with the way they play in this game to stay in this game. But the Blue Devils also have the chance. Now a giveaway. Potsdam shot, big save. Picking a piece of it is Jackson. Now the wraparound, and Jackson got around there somewhere. And got back over to the other side of the net to cover that up, and it should be, if you're in Potsdam's eyes, a 4-3 contest, but Jackson does the job he needed to do and keeps it at 4-2 here. A breakdown for a second by the Blue Devils almost cost them. But again, as much as this game has the chance of Potsdam staying in it, and they're improving as these games have gone on since I've been watching them that last game, Potsdam has the right to maybe blow this open at the same time. And now, puck at center ice. Potsdam will dump it in. Blue Devils now. Hard pass. They work it up to Garvey. Backhands it over to the right to Jacobs. Jacobs will send it deep. Bounces behind the net. Bounces out front. OFA coming in on the floor check. Garvey doing a great job. Jacobs behind the net. Backhands it out front. A little to the side. Potsdam picks it up. Clears his own back to the Blue Devil blue line. Barr picks it up. Bangs it off the boards to Garvey. Tried to one-time pass it to Mills. Intercepted by the Sandstoners. Hughes put down by a nice body check by Barr. But the puck is in the Blue Devil end. Jacobs picks it up to Barr. Barr trying to get it back to Jacobs, to Potsdam. Slap shot wide right. They had their chance to the Sandstoners now a couple different times to make it a 4-3 game. 10 minutes to go here in this period. Blue Devils trying to clear Camp. Kept in by Hughes. He gets it to the slot. Bounces down the left corner for Potsdam. Blue Devils clear it. Garvey got it to Jacobs, who got it to Mills. He takes a high wrister off the blocker, steered aside by the Sandstoners. Blue Devils will change. Sandstoners try to break out, can't. Here's that third unit. They're going to give you all they can with the wheels and floor check the heck out of you right now. Here they come. Urban got it over the blue line. Puck knocked off his stick here. Potsdam gets to center ice. Berkman with a slap of the stick. Sandstoners over the blue line. Low right circle. Shot went wide left. And now Potsdam keeps it in. McDonald has it out of the corner. Trying to clear it. Can't. Again, the turnovers in the offensive zone continue. Now Potsdam brings it out of their own zone here. And now all the way back to their own blue line. Now the Blue Devils trying to intercept it and get it. Somehow Berkman gets it back, takes a slap shot, and literally an ear save. And in the mask, down the chest, somewhere in the shoulder pads, and out the belly. That sounds like a storybook. As it went off the side of the helmet, Jackson made the save, and then it went down in his jersey and then rattled out through the shoulder pads and out the bottom of the jersey here. Net off a little bit. Kissel's putting it back on. Clock stops with 9 minutes. 4-2 your OFA Blue Devils here. Face off to the left of Jackson. Sias will take the draw. Blue Devils win the draw, and just like that up the ice. LaRose with that unbelievable speed has Woods, hits him, and a save made. Sias trying to get the rebound, stuffing it past Rosler, can't. And now the puck in the corner. Right point, back to the point, trying to keep it in and get the shot was worked. White couldn't pull the trigger. Potsdam breaks it out. Now a pass in the slot. Knocked off the puck. There's McDonald. Blue Devils going to go the other way. 3-on-2 developing. McDonald over the blue line in the circle. Loses the puck. Bounces in front. LaRose backhand. Save made by Rosler. Potsdam hit hard by LaRose. And interference going to be the call. And that will be a Carlisle Law Firm power play. And that will stop the clock with 8 minutes and 18 seconds to go. And LaRose had hit him hard. It seemed about the right timing.
Number 3, Carson LaRose. 2 minutes for interference.
Yeah, I mean, it was close. But he's going to pay the price and go to the penalty box. And the Blue Devils going to be shorthanded. Last time they were shorthanded, they got a goal. They win the draw, they're able to clear it the length of the ice here. Potsdam very slowly going back. And now Berkman will circle behind the net and pick the puck up. He's got the wheels up the left side of the ice. And he's hit by Mills. Oh, what a beautiful open ice body hit by Jack Mills. If he's not having one heck of a contest here, the sophomore. I mean, to knock those wheels off the ice was impressive there, and to do it clean. And now the Blue Devils knock it out of their own zone, back into the neutral zone. Potsdam retreats to their blue line. And now starting up the ice will be Berkman. He's over the blue line, takes a slap shot, right blocker save made by Jackson. He's made some good saves in this period to keep the Potsdam Sandstoners at 2 goals. Potsdam with 55 seconds on the power play. They go back to the point. take the shot, blocked by their own player, then cleared the length of the ice by Mills, Garvey, and Mills will make a change here. Sias will step out with Holden Woods. 6:59 to go in the period. Potsdam rushes up the right side of the ice in the neutral zone to the red line. They got the puck stolen by Holden. He then has the puck knocked off his stick in the high slot. He's down the corner, picks it back up behind the net. Move off the back of the net with the stick. He's checked off the puck though. He's still digging. It's on the back of the net. He racks his stick, picks it up. Great shift by Holden Woods, but he eventually loses it. Makes the body check. Potsdam able to clear. And now over the blue line of the Blue Devils. Carr will bring it up the right side of the ice. Length of the ice, pass over to the left with the backhand of Beauty. Sias picks it up in the corner. Sias now knocked off the puck. Goes back for it. We have a whistle. And that's going to be on the Potsdam Sandstoners. Green, a freshman. He'll go to the box. So just as the Blue Devils kill, the Potsdam Sandstoners go shorthanded. Your Blue Devils go on the Carlisle Law Firm power play here. And this is a big moment for the Potsdam Sandstoners. Green got it for slashing, and well, this is a chance because Potsdam seriously has had multiple times to make it a 4-3 game and has not. And now they had the power play, cannot score. Blue Devils could push it to 5-2 here. Mills has it in the bottom right circle. He's looking. Who does he want to go to? He starts to go to the net. Backhands it over to Jacobs. Jacobs couldn't get the stick on it. Plays it back to Spears after he tracked it back down. Now to Mills. One-timer, bottom side of the net. Save made. Rebound just goes wide right by Jacobs. Mills almost had his fourth. Good passing, good shooting right there, and a good rebound attempt. And now they go down in the corner to Jacobs. He's knocked off the puck, but Mills comes over. Jacobs wins the battle behind the net now. Out of the corner, back to the left point to Spears. Spears lets it go. Right blocker save made. Jacobs picks it up in the corner, bangs it behind the net to Mills. $1:08 to go, centers it out front, and the stick of Garvey lifted up. Back to the left point, Spears has it. Over to the right top circle, McDonald. On the ice, lets it go for the tip. And I think Mills tipped it, but it went up and over the net. Now McDonald, right circle, lets it go. Low, Garvey tried to tip it. Centers it out front after he went behind the net with the puck. Goes back to the right point. Now to the right circle. McDonald over to the top left circle. Spears, slap shot. Save made. Rebound. Score! Jacobs for your OFA Blue Devils. And I believe unofficially that is Chase Jacobs, the junior's first goal for the Blue Devils this season. 5-2 your score. The Blue Devils continue the relentlessness on that Carlisle Law Firm power play, and it paid dividends.
10, Chase Jacobs.
Congratulations to the junior.
Caleb Spears.
Assist going to Spears. Good shift there by the young man. Results a goal. Now Blue Devils right back at it. Centered out front to the Rose. He did the whirly-twirly, but couldn't get it into the back of the net. Lost the puck. And now Blue Devils right back at it. Woods sends it back to the Rose. Bounces over to the left side of the boards. Backhanded to Sias. He lost to the puck. Left side of the boards. Down in that corner, the Rose able to pick it up. And now trying to make a fancy move. He almost did it. He tried to flip the puck onto the front of his stick and then wrap it around. It almost worked. Holy cow. He was trying to do what the Michigan Wolverines did in the ECACs many, many moons ago, or the NCAAs many moons ago. But he did it lower on the ice. And with 4 minutes, 12 seconds, the clock will stop here. 5-2. Looks like this time, I believe, Irvin, Lovely, and Woods out here. Nate. Looks like Barr going to be on the point with Spears. Face off to the right of Jackson. Nate got to buckle up the chin strap. Wins it over to the right side. And that's Clark out there, excuse me. And now Clark and Barr. Potsdam got a shot toward the net. Didn't go in. And now kept in at the right point. Blue Devils able to clear. Bounces off in front of their bench and at an angle all the way just to the side of the net. Enough to stop the clock for icing here with 3 minutes, 51 ticks to go. Well, we know who's looking and wanting and performing. Usually it's a lot tougher decision, but right now, Jack Mills, he is writing up himself. The Buster's player of the game with that natural hat trick in the first period. The body check that he made on open ice on one of the fastest kids on Potsdam's team, Berkman. And then almost with some good attempts on a power play to have 4 or 5 goals here on the night. Sometimes players just got the hot stick. And he's got it tonight, no doubt about it. 3:41 to go. Face off back deep in on your Blue Devils. Woods will take the draw. Wirt has it, backhands it behind the net. Up the boards, McDonald's there for your Blue Devils. Up Sandstoner, center one out front, shot wide, wraparound attempt. They're looking for the rebound, can't pull it off. Back to the point, blocker save made by Jackson. Oh boy, should have been what could have been, but wasn't. For the Sandstoners, 5-2 remains the score. Puck outside the Blue Devil blue line. Irvin knocks his guy off the puck. Goes back in their own zone though. And now McDonald bumped, but he wins the battle on that one. Kicks it off his skate. Plays it over the right corner and out come the Blue Devils. And on the run, Nate Woods with Irvin, 2-on-1. Irvin stand on sides. Here comes a shot, goes wide left. Bounces back to McDonald. Top left circle, lets it go to the net. Off the skates of the Sandstoners in the slot. Here comes the crash of the Blue Devils. Puck on the ground, bodies on the ground. There it is. Shot by Woods, save, Irvin fighting. And a whistle. Why? Why is what I want to know. Do we have a penalty? I'd like to know why there is a whistle. And we'll see here. I don't see the penalty box doors opening up, but the official is going over what appears to be the scores table, and now the penalty box is opening up. So I'm okay with that because the Blue Devils were battling hard, and I couldn't figure out why there would, and I stopped it to play. The penalty box is open. Nobody's gone into the penalty box, so. And now Hughes steps in to the box here. And a Carlisle offer power play for your OFA Blue Devils. And a chance to really separate themselves in this game. Sent deep by the Sandstoners on your Blue Devils. And now Spears heading back to the net. Behind the net here.
Sandstoner penalty.
Now Garvey coming back. He'll pick up the puck. Tried to leave it back for Spears. Luckily it went over a little bit further in the bar. And he'll bring it up the ice over the blue line. Sent right back deep on the Blue Devils. Jackson comes out. Plays the pass up to Spears. Spears now sends it over to the left side of the ice. Blue Devils having trouble going on this power play to start here. They get Jacobs to dump it in though, try to get things going. Sandstoners clear again. Minute 13, 45 gone, just like that with 3 icings by the Sandstoners. Now McDonald up the left side of the ice. Nice backhand pass, leaves it for Spears. Spears. He passes over to Holden Woods across the blue line, middle of the ice, into the right circle. Woods now looking for somebody. We'll hold on to it for a second. Backhand it behind the net. Potsdam able to get it, and they clear it once again. And time ticking away. And now down in the corner, Berkman battling hard for the Sandstoners. Knocked off the puck by McDonald, but here comes a little support. Sandstoners have it in the slot. Here comes an opportunity, backhand wide left. They try to center it back out front. Short-handed shift here by the Sandstoners, a good one. And 25 ticks on the power play. And now Woods in his skates can't find the puck. Potsdam picks it up, sends it deep back on the Blue Devils. McDonald behind the net will pick it up here. Blue Devils a little slow in their action here in the late goings of this second period. LaRose will pick it up over the blue line. Leaves it for Woods. Woods will leave it for McDonald. Back to Woods in the right circle. Snapshot wide left. Keeping it in. No, can't. And now Potsdam with a chance maybe for break guy out of the box. And offsides. And that will stop the clock with 38.3 to go. 5-2 your score here. The Blue Devils. The one lone power play goal. Jacobs, his first time this season. Assist by Spears, and that's where we stand. Solid job in the net by Jackson, making the saves here to keep his team up. Potsdam wins the draw. They'll flick it. into the Blue Devils zone. Blue Devils play it up. McClellan gets it to Nate. Nate in the right circle, takes the snapper, goes high above the net, into the left corner. Potsdam picks it up, starting to try to come out, kept in. And now on the break is Nate Woods toward the net, almost had a slight breakaway for a second, but he was tied up by the Sandstoner players. And now the Sandstoners at 2-on-1. In the right circle, back is Clark, shot, save made by Jackson down in a butterfly. They were trying to go 5-hole, he closed it quick enough, and that will do it. So multiple times when it was 4-2, Jackson made saves and kept it from being a 4-3 game. Blue Devils picked it up, made it 5-2, and right there, Potsdam had the chance at the end of the period to make it 5-3, but he got the 5-hole closed in time, and that's where we stand. The Blue Devils 5, the Sandstoners 2. But I'm telling you something, this one just ain't quite over with. We got lots to talk about next on the North Country Sports Authority, ESPN Radio, 1400 AM. And I'm on the old broadcast TV through the OFA Blue Devils, so we ain't going to do any of that. But anyways, I want to be clear because I got the mask on, you know what I'm saying. But there's a lot of anxiety doing these games, to be quite honest with you. You know, we always got to perform our best at the stations. We got to have the equipment working. You know, during COVID-19, are the games going to happen? They could be canceled. Things are postponed. So I always, no matter what, till I'm on the phone with Phil about ready to do the game with you, know that things are going to go okay and feel good about it. So there is much appreciation of you listening for these 10 years. And you know what? Going down this track together has been a fun journey. It's good to be out here. And I just think about the times that it is. Like, I mean, we almost went a year, like not a year, well, we went a year broadcasting a basketball game and almost our first hockey game from March of 2020. You know, we were able to broadcast some games in October, about a 6-week span of some soccer, and then that was it until the beginnings of March. And I know a lot of people don't like things going on, the way they handle them. You can't see the games, or they should have been playing games, or they shouldn't be playing games. But you know what? Put the politics aside, and it's just good that we're here today together. These kids get a chance to play. Not many games left for them. And now your Old Bay Blue Devils in their white socks, blue stripes, blue pants, white jerseys, blue numbers front and back, and white helmets, going to be cooking left to right, trying to score in the right end. The Sandstoners in their dark blues and orange, going to be going right to left, and early on, the Blue Devils ice the puck here. So it's 6:53, just 7 seconds into this third period. Face-off will be to the right of Jackson. Scheduled, our next broadcast is Thursday next week. Lisbon boys basketball team at OFA, and then pending is Friday. We'll know for sure later in the week. And LaRose on the run in the bottom left circle, behind the net, try to center one out front. And that's knocked away by Potsdam, if we're doing the Lisbon at OFA girls basketball game. And then the week after that, we've got Morristown boys basketball team playing host to the Hammond Red Devils. And then our spring sports season will be pretty much wrapped up. Beautiful save by Jackson. Potsdam got a shot in the slot. He went down in the butterfly, kicked out the right toe, and made a dip. Like I said, again, you know, 4-2 could have been 4-3. 5-2 now could have been 5-3 multiple times. So he has kept the door shut in the ways he's needed to. And now LaRose over the blue line for the Devils. In the high slot, making moves, dancing, prancing. The backhand just misses wide left. That would have been a beauty. And now here come the Sandstoners up the left side of the ice. They flick it way over to the right to the freshman. He winds up, takes the shot with Green. And that was blocked. Blue Devils get it over the Potsdam blue line. 15:37 to go. 5-2, just in case you're joining me. Boys high school hockey. Your Blue Devils playing host to the Kid and the Blue Devils and the Sandstoners. And Jack Mills, he got the natural hat trick in the first period, and then made what I think is probably one of the best hits of the season. A clean open ice hit on an ever so fast freshman in Berkman for the Sandstoners. He was wheeling and dealing all the way from the goal line, and Mills caught on him just in the right way to knock him to his keister at the blue line. And he's almost had a chance for the 4th or 5th goal. And now he's on the run in the high slot, lets it rip high and wide, and the Sandstoners bang it back into the Blue Devil zone. McDonald with the long hair. My hair's getting kind of long. I haven't cut it since Thanksgiving. I like the fluff in the back, baby. I got the hockey hair. 3-on-2. Mills over the blue line. In the right circle now. The Statsny knocked off the puck. Jacobs comes over, picks it up, shoots it. Oh, was going for the corner, high, wide right. Clark doing a great job saving it at the left point. And then they got it over to Garvey, left boards. He centered it out front, goes to the right side. Now they try to center it out front, but back to the right boards. Jacobs plays it behind the net. Goes off of Garvey's stick. Potsdam high off the glass. Clark keeps it in for a second. Potsdam able to get it out, and they dump it down in the right corner with 14 minutes, 28 seconds to go. Some of the parents for the seniors able to come watch the contest here tonight. I'm glad for them. I'm glad you're able to listen. It's a bummer when I sit here and you can't be here. I feel guilty in the sense. But at the same time, North Country Sports a lot. 40 touch to a lot. And now face off to the left of Jackson with 14-15 to go. Teeter-totter moment. I say for the next 4 minutes is crucial. Potsdam gets a goal in the next 4 minutes. I feel they put themselves back in the game. If OFA gets a goal in the next 4 minutes, OFA is going to win. And if nobody scores, then it just slowly more the meter tends to the favor of the Blue Devils. Potsdam on the pressure now. Puck taken away by Urban. Sent it out into the neutral zone. McClellan knocks his guy off the puck, but that's going to be maybe a behind the back check here. Hitting from behind, maybe a roughing on McClellan for the Blue Devils. And an opportunity right here for the Potsdam Sandstoners to get a spark and get back in this contest. Blue Devils better be ready here on this short-handed situation. They win the draw back in the corner, but Potsdam gets the puck here. And it's Holden Woods out there with Sias. Barr Spears at the point. Potsdam has it. Into the high slot, back it back up to the blue line. Over to the right circle. Here comes the shot. Jackson, a great right pad save made. Bounces to Sias. He tips it down with the backhand the length of the ice. Minute 31 to go on the Potsdam power play. Now Potsdam not doing well with the puck. Sias picks it up. Centers it. Tipped by the Sandstoners almost through the wickets of their tender. And that is underneath the pads of Rosler. Oh boy. Blue Devils almost got one there. And now face off taken by Woods. One back to Spears. Tipped out by the Sandstoners. 2-on-2 up the ice. Now Sandstoners over the blue line. Pick it up. Get a little bit of space here. Going to set things up with 1:09 left to go in this power play. 12:52 to go in the period. They work it down into the right corner. Back to the top of the right circle. Now a 2-on-1 develops. Throw a base. Sias with Woods. Woods going to go to the net. Sias takes the shot. Save made. Now Sias centers it out front. Woods has to go to the right side of the boards, try to pick it back up, lays it behind the net. And now the Sandstoners clear at the length of the ice looking for the home run pass. That's going to be nice and stop the clock with 12 minutes, 23 seconds to go. 38 seconds on the power play. And well, still in the lead for that Busters player of the game. Number 4 in the program. With a natural hat trick in the first and good play throughout the contest, Mills. What could you get at Busters today, baby? All I know is their all-you-can-eat salad bar has hot soup. I could go for that. Even though it's a beautiful day starting to arrive, it's a little chilly in the ring. I could go for the old hot soup, all I could have, and some rolls. Santa in the month of March. And now the Sandstoners have it. They knock it deep down in on your Blue Devils. Time starting to waste away here. They fire one in the net, and Jackson, being wise, grabs it with the glove here. Settles things down, will hold on to it. Stop the clock with 11:48 in the period. 3 seconds on this power play. And again, been an up and down game. I feel the Blue Devils have played well at times. I feel they have not played well at times, and we'll see how they do here. Clark and Barr on the point. Up front is Mills and Garvey. Face-off one back into the corner, but Potsdam picks it up, tries to center it out front. Mills maybe getting a piece of it and trying to clear it. Potsdam out in the slot, tipped away. Jacobs now trying to get it out. Garvey able to glove it, not gov it. He gloves it, and now will go back to his own blue line. Eventually have to get the puck again to Barr. Barr up over the blue line of Potsdam. Mills in the left circle. Passes over. Shot save. Jacobs rebound. Back of the net. Is it in? No. And I'll tell you something right now. That is something as a hockey player and as a coach of the game at times over the years appreciates. Jack Mills, 3 goals, been all over the net, feeling it, and makes the right play. Passes to the guy coming in, not trying to get that 4th goal, And I'll tell you something right there. That is probably one of my most favorite plays. I mean, there's been a million of plays, but that is one of my most favorite plays that I've seen in some time. When a guy is hot as a pistol but cool inside and does the right thing out on the ice. Very impressed by that. And now Landon McDonald will throw it in. Now, I hope when he listens to this, or his mom or dad tells him his head don't blow up the sophomore. You got to go out each and every day and play as hard. And now Blue Devils try to center one out front. Taken away by the Sandstoners. And they're at their own blue line. They send it ba-boom, ba-bing into the bench, tipped off a Blue Devil stick, and we'll have a face-off outside the Blue Devil bench. So stop the clock with 10 minutes, 50 seconds to go. What are you going to do for the rest of the weekend? Sunny, probably going to be 45 today, but are we almost like in the 60s tomorrow? And I mean, what a great weekend it's going to be. I know, a million things to do, but have some fun in doing the million things you got to do. And now I'll work back at his own red line. The Blue Devils will bang it off the boards, tipped in and chipped in by Mills. And now Blue Devils will change up. Now McClellan out there with Nate Wood. And now the Blue Devils step up lovely. Gets it deep for your OFA Blue Devils. Now McClellan, right side of the boards in the offensive end, try to center it out front. Got the puck back. Now passed it into the slot once again, tipped away by the Sandstoners. And now the Sandstoners break it out after the Blue Devil blue line. Barr picks it up, bangs it off the board. I think Potsdam had their chance with the power play and a chance to score to actually get back in this game. I don't think that's going to happen now. Now there should be too many men on the ice. I know it's an accident, but two guys collide in front of the bench. You know, they had too many guys on the ice, plain and simple. 9:37 to go, Potsdam over the blue line. And now it's picked up by the wheeling and dealing, back checking McClellan. Up the middle of the ice, over the blue line, looking for a backhand pass. He's got it! Shot! Oh, just over the net. Incoming was lovely. A great attempt there. Good pass. Puck comes back to the red line. Barr will send it down deep here for the Devils. And on the forecheck is Nate Wood. Now here comes Sias. Sias smells something down there. So does Woods. They go back to the blue line. McDonald is shot wide right. Right side of the board. Sias there. Bounces back to the right point. Spears keeps it in to Sias along the boards. Woods coming over to support. Potsdam trying to clear. Can't. LaRose in the slot. Backhand pass. Woods the one-time shot wide right. Now Potsdam sends it the length of the ice, bounces off the floor. Icing will be the call. And the Blue Devils been looking for number 6 throughout here this third period. Quite can't find it. First period shot for the Potsdam Sandstoners was 19. OFA outdoing Potsdam in the first period, 19-10, 22-9 in the second period. So through 2 periods of play, Rosler for Potsdam, 40 saves, 19 for Jackson, senior for the Blue Devils. Rosler obviously has made a ton of saves for Potsdam, but making a lot of key saves in this contest tonight because the Blue Devils didn't have their A game. And keeping the Blue Devils ahead at times and keeping the Sandstoners at bay since the first period has been Jackson. 8:19 to go. Blue Devils going to dump it deep. Taking a slap shot, and it bounces, trickles wide left to the net for the Blue Devils. And now it goes back to the left point. Clark played it to the net off the outside of the post. Now with it is Holden Woods behind the net, trying to center it out front. LaRose wanting there, helping him out, supporting him. Now he'll pick it up out of the left corner. Back to Woods. Woods is on top of a Potsdam player, can't get away. Now he sees the puck. Tries to pick it up behind the net, but the Sandstoners break it up the left side of the ice. And they flick it up the ice to the Sandstoners. Put right back in their blue line, and then they ice it. And that'll stop the clock with 7 minutes, 39 seconds to go. This third period being brought to you by Community Health Center of the North Country and the St. Lawrence County Industrial Development Agency. Face-off will be to the right of Rosler. Backhand Garvey will try to take it. Wins it back to Mills. Shot! And getting a piece of it off the blocker or the stick was Rosler. Bounces eventually all the way back, and here we are inside the Blue Devil zone. Mills out in front of his own net. Can't find the puck in his feet. Potsdam trying to pick it up. Nice body check by Spears, but staying with it are the Sandstoners from the ice. Trying to play it out front. It goes back to the right point, blocked by the Blue Devils. The Potsdam keeps control. Down in the left corner, behind the net. Barb picks it up for OFA, plays it up the left side of the boards. Tipped by Garvey. Mills trying to tip it back to him. And now they're on the run over the blue line. Can't find the puck. Here's a rush by the Sandstoners. A good-looking rush in the right circle. Down low, wrap around. They just quite couldn't finish it. Ingersoll, the senior for the Sandstoners, a good fast rush up the ice. Blue Devils able to get it out. Mills. Potsdam will go D to D. Here comes Jacobs on the back check. He's by himself. Going to have to get it done. Potsdam stops. And Jacobs will go back to the bench and change here. So will Garvey. And now Potsdam up over the Blue Devil blue line. Down into the left circle. Spears trying to knock the puck away. Puck behind the net here. Two Potsdam attackers. They get a shot on Jackson. Goes out in front. He makes the save. Blue Devils break it out. Here comes Lovely over the blue line, over to Irvin. Irvin, the left circle, snapper. Save made. I'm telling you, this third unit, whenever they're out there, they're making a splash out there. And now the puck sent deep, and that'll be icing. Mert was on the way back to pick it up here. And a quiet Lockwood Arena here with 5:57 to go in the third period. Be obviously a little more ruckus if the fans and the parents were able to come into the contest. Face-off will be taken by Urban here. Won by the Sandstoners, but got to word at the right point and eventually gets down in the left corner. Urban on the floor check for the Blue Devils. Coming in, helping out are the Blue Devils. Bounces out in front of the slot area. Potsdam able to clear it up the ice. Now Hughes on the rush for the Sandstoners. He's taken off the puck well along the side of the boards. Nice body check there by Landon McDonald. Nice clean hit. Interrupting the progress of Hughes. And now OFA at the Potsdam blue line has the puck taken away. They get it over the blue line. Without a stick, with his feet and his body. Getting it done, number 7 for the Sandstoners. But now nifty moves by McClellan through the legs of the defender, and then the shot save made. Interference after. So some unique play from the Potsdam Sandstoners. Talcott, the senior, dropped his stick, but using the skates the way you need to get the puck over the blue line. And then said, I'm going to use the body too, and did. And then McClellan on the other end off the 2 goals against Potsdam in the last game, feeling it, putting it through the player's legs, but now Talcott's going to get interference on the other end. Or he got interference on that body hit, actually, a matter of fact, that we talked about after he lost his stick. The man hadn't touched the puck yet. So a Carlisle Law Firm power play. Carlisle Law Firm, working hard for hard-working people. Otis Simon, Bill Carlisle, Lloyd Green, the second. Ed Betts. Preston now retired. Free consultation with the ones. And now Potsdam sends it deep. Jackson with the stick, shifts it to his left. Buck 23 on the power play. When this baby's over, we'll go into our Mort Backus and Sons post-game show and wrap her up. Blue Devils, little stall on this power play here. Barr gets it to center ice. Garvey tips it down the rest of the length of the ice, and Sias in now on the floor check. Sias and Garvey with some help. Get it toward behind the net. Carson LaRose coming in, bounces back to the right point to McDonald, does the puck. Now down in the right corner to LaRose. LaRose spins back towards his point, bangs it off the boards to McDonald. McDonald, the low wrister, blocked by the Sandstoners. And now, up the ice come the Sandstoners, one-on-one against McDonald, tipped away by McDonald. 40 seconds on the power play. He wants to take it now. It's a one-on-one. He puts it between the legs, but then got by the stick of the Sandstoner defenseman and sent the length of the ice. Jackson casually with the stick will leave it for Spears. 25 to go on the power play. Behind the net, picking it up is Mills. Stops, passes, nice pass over to the left to Garvey. Tips off his stick though, goes down behind the net. Potsdam brings it. Trying to come up the left side of the boards. Good floor check by the Blue Devils. 7 on the power play. 5 on the power play. 3 on the power play. Puck behind the net to the right point. 1 second on the power play. Penalty is over. Shot from the left point, blocked. Sandstoners pick it up on the run. McDowell, nice body check. Plays the puck all the way over to the right side of the ice. Spears picks it up. Spears now over the blue line, into the top right circle, lower bottom of the circle. Now in the right corner, checked off the puck. Potsdam flicks it way over to the other side. Picking it up, and then hit hard is Clark. But he gets right back on his feet, does the young man. Blue Devils have had some really good body checks today. And now the Sandstoners bring the puck over the blue line. It is Morley. And in the corner, we're going to have a hook called on the Blue Devils. They'll stop the clock with 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. And if there was ever a chance given to a team, this is a chance for the Potsdam Sandstoners. To be quite honest with you, if I am Potsdam at this moment, with the face-off going to be deep, it's 5-2. You're not going to come back in this game. You know, I think without making a move here, if I'm Potsdam, I pull my goalie, I get the 6-on-4 advantage, try to get that third goal to try to get a spark going, and then from there, if I could, pull the goalie once again. We'll see what the Potsdam Sandstoners do. They're looking for their first win. They're down 5-2. Unfortunately, one of their players down near the Zamboni doors here. So with that being said, we'll take a quick break and see if the Blue Devils, when we get back, can kill off this penalty next here on the North Country Sports Authority, ESPN Radio, 1400 AM. Let me just look at the log. I think we go Carlisle, more Bacchus, and Northern Physical Therapy. Come back after Northern Physical Therapy. Okay. But with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this third period this morning, your OFA Blue Devils with a 3-goal lead, 5-2 on the Howland Pump Supply scoreboard. It will be the Potsdam Sandstoners to go on the power play. It was 3-2 at the end of the first period, 4-2, 5-2 at the end of the second period, and that's right where we have stayed. Jackson has not allowed a goal since the first period of play to help keep the Blue Devils to their 2-goal lead at one point and their 3-goal lead that they've had for some time. Face-off will be to the right of Jackson. Let's see, will Potsdam pull their goalie? I don't mean it's a bad coaching move not pulling your goalie. Don't get me wrong, but why not? You're looking for the first win of the season at 5-2 right now. I just don't see it winning the game without pulling your goalie and have a 6-on-4 advantage. Yeah, maybe OFA scores and makes it 6-2, but you know, is that really going to be what happens? Is because you pull the goalie and OFA scores, you don't actually come back and win the game? Probably not. So I'd say the heck with it. Pull the goalie. Roger, you already made probably 55 to 60 saves, kid. Take a break. And now, Potsdam behind the net. Centers it out front, goes back to the blue line.
Chase Jacobs, 2 minutes for hooking.
And it's Jacobs on the penalty with the hook. Now Potsdam works it back to the point to Hughes. Risker, low on the ice. Jackson's calling, making the save as Potsdam trying to poke those sticks in there and knock one home here. But he stands tall, and with 2 minutes to go, 5-2 the score. In normal circumstances, I'd be struggling right now because I truthfully think that the Busters player of the game could come down to so many different players. It's such an extraordinary circumstance with a natural hat trick in the first and the continued great play, the open ice body check, the pass they should have done, Mills, phenomenal job. But I mean, a lot of guys have done a phenomenal job in this hockey game. The third unit, no matter what way head coach John Fredericks has put it out there, has done phenomenal. The second unit, in like Jacobs and Garvey and Mills, has done phenomenal. The first unit is just constant. And now breakaway, LaRose, backhand, beauty! Oh, he says, Sports Center, top 10. Maybe the AV department from my high school will send her in. And you see, I took the goalie to the right, and then I put one hand on the stick, and I touched it with the backhand into the back of the net. His second of the contest, his unofficial fourth of the season. And that first line, we were just getting ready to talk about them. They've got some goals tonight. And his second of the contest, 6-2 here, with 1:30 to go. Short-handed goal number 2, and now LaRose on a breakaway.
Assist number 11.
Backhand, he loses the puck. He tried to make a move, then he centers it out front, and in coming is Sias, and Sias puts it in the bottom right center of the net. And 2 short-handed goals by the OFA Blue Devils. And it is a 7-2 contest, just like the Devils did at
Goal scored by number 11, Keegan Sias.
Carson LaRose was looking for the old hat trick. Couldn't pull the trigger, lost the puck, had to go in the corner and then centered out front to Sias. And now work out there at the point, bangs the puck up. Sias gets it knocked off his feet. And Potsdam able to knock it down the ice here. 37 on this power play for Potsdam, 1:04 in the period. Sandstormers come up with the puck, fire a snapper. Save made by Jackson. And now Potsdam under 1 minute to play. Pass left side of the boards, left circle, pass over to the right, intercepted by LaRose. He's starting to run out of some gas. He's looking for support. He's all by himself. And now he's fighting back there. Potsdam player, ooh, and there goes the punch to the face a little bit. And there Potsdam doesn't like that. Not so much a punch, but the hands and a like slight punch to the face. He was getting tied up. I think we're going to see LaRose go to the penalty box here with 40.6 seconds left. Yes, the doors are open. They'll have 2 in the box here. There'll be and now, I mean,
double penalty number 3.
It is a 5-on-3 advantage for 10 seconds, and then for the remaining 30 seconds of the game, it would be 5-on-4. Out there here is Sias along with Wirt, and I'm not sure the others have shot high and wide. That looks like Clark maybe for your OFA Blue Devils out there. Now Potsdam in the right circle. Over to the left point. Puck almost at that. Ooh, that was close to being outside the blue line. Blue Devils get the puck, lovely. Up the left side of the ice. 18 seconds to go. And down in the circle He loses the puck. Potsdam with 12 to go will break it up the ice. Intercepted by Lovely. Kept in at the blue line. Great short-handed shift by Lovely. Potsdam now with 4 seconds will send it the length of the ice. Tipped over the Blue Devil blue line, and that's it. That's all she wrote. The Blue Devils will move to 2-2 on the season. 7-2 you score. As you and I, we dip our toes in the Mort Backus and Sons post-game show. And well, they are dedicated to doing all they can do to provide the best sales and service experience to you. And well, the Blue Devils, they came out rickety in this contest. There's no other word to describe it. There's a bunch of other words I say, no other way to describe it. They came out rickety, and I like the tap of the sticks to the other teams because you can't do the handshakes. And well, the Blue Devils came out rickety, turning the puck over early at their own blue line and in the neutral zone.